Hi, welcome back. In this tutorial, we'll try to create a user interface like a window with a logo and all the stuff, as well as we'll try to create a button. Some buttons where if you click one button, we'll get this HSBC building. If you click all those things, you can get this cube and all the stuff. Okay? So to start it, I'll just create a new tab, Python. By default, you need to write import Maya commands as MC. Okay. Now I'll just give some spacing so that I can write. Now I'll create MC dot window. If you can go to this reference manual, you can go to here and say type window. It's a window is a command. If you scroll down here, see it will create a window and all this stuff. I'll explain you in depth because you'll be using a lot of creating your own windows and all this stuff. So you should understand. So there are loads of flags are there. We'll come back to Maya here in window in brackets. Okay, I'll create a title of that windows. Let's take building generator version R. Okay, it's up to you guys. Comma. The title is the width of this window is 300 and height is equals to, let's take 300. Okay, now we have to create a variable or a name. Let's take this a my window equals this one. So all this information is going to here. And one more thing is that in this bracket, try to in code give some name to this window, further like an internal name to this window. We'll put num win. Okay. So the variable name is my window, mc.window, dumwin is internal name, title is building generator version 1 width and height. Now next line, mc dot, you need to define the layout. So I'll define my layout as column layout. You can go back here, you scroll down here, yes, see, is it column layout, adjustable column true. You go to adj, that is adjustable is true. Okay, now the next line is mc dot show window. Which window? You can give this name also, you can give this name. So let's check if I give this name. What is it? Let's give this name. As this is not internal name, it's not internal string, so you don't need to put in quotes. So select this commands, run, equal this window. Got it? Next step is a very important step. Let's take, I will not close this window, it's still there, but I'll execute this code. Oh, can I see? It says error line, object name dump unique is not dump when is not unique, because it's saying that your window is already open. So why are you asking me? So let's take, if you're changing some options, let's take, I'll put this as version 9. I'm changing something, and if I run this thing, if I close this thing, run it, 9 now. But if I don't close it and run it, it gives an error. So to sort it out, sort this problem out, we need to create two lines of code called if mc dot window, I'll use the internal name dump win, exists true, means it's verifying if this window is open, and put a column, enter. If it's open, then delete it. So delete UI, so it should delete this window. We should name, right? So let's take, the window is still open. I'll change this back to, let's say 19. If I run it, boom, it's 19. So it's changed. So it's like a routine process. You need to write this one. If this window opens, delete it and create the same window, but all with this any changes happen. Okay, you got it. Now the next step is that, let's take, I want to put one image here. So if in Photoshop, you know that my width is 300, so I'll go back to Photoshop. I created this image with the image size of 300 and 100, 300 pixels and 100 pixels, and I saved this file as a JPEG in my documents, Maya 2040, if you have any version, preferences, icons. Okay, save this in Maya 2014, 64 or 2013, anything, preferences, icons as a JPEG. So I saved as a logo JPEG. Okay, now here, first of all, I'll create a variable like image path. So you can do anything as a, rather than image path, as a logo path. Where is it? This, for this thing, there's one in a typical command called mc dot internal, capital VAR, kappa V, internal var. So if you come here, type this internal var and check internal var. This command returns the values from internal variables. Okay, that is the meaning. So if you let's take, generally I prefer user preference directory. Return the user preference directory. This is perfect for us. If you have any other things, you can use it, but generally, as we saved it in preferences icons, so UPD is perfect. So I'll go back here, internal var in bracket UPD is true. To check here, it's a boolean operation. Okay, so it's true. The next thing is that when you run this command, let's take run this command, it's going up to preferences, but I need icons and that image, so I can just put plus quotes icons slash logo JPG. Okay, because I saved this logo JPEG in icons, so UPD true is giving us path up from to preferences, and from preferences we need to fulfill the copy the path. Right now, come back here. I'll put mc dot image. I'm getting that image now. Width is equals to 300, height 100, and image is logo path. Okay. So let's run this command. Can you see now? We got this image. Now the next thing is that there's one command called separator. Can you see? Separator. Separator is that it gives the gap between, say it says default separator, style none, single. I'll use this one, separator height double. Copy. And this one should be MC. So now I'm using separator with a style of double. Now run this one. Can you see one line here? That's perfect. Now the next thing is that button. Sorry, MC dot button. Here also you can just go here. Nothing new. Everything is in the command reference. Just add button. Save button. You can create the width, height, and all the stuff. Okay. See, command label. Okay, let's go back here. Go back to mine. And what's the label of that button? Label is, I'll put create HSBC building. Right? Close it. Right? Run this command. We got this button. So what I'll do here, I'll put height of 50. Okay. Now run this command. I've got a big button. It's up to you. Let's check. I'll put 100. 100. Now, if I click, nothing is happening. Okay. See. Let's test it. So it's easy. Just put comma. If you would see, that is command equals. I'll put in quotes mc dot poly q. Okay. Now if you run this command, we got this thing. It's working. So it's created a queue. So this button is now working. But the next step is that if I click here, I say HSBC building. So I want, if you in last session we did this code which we have created like a HSBC building in London. Okay, a dummy. It's not a building. It's just got some extrusions and all this stuff. So you can go to that code. Okay, now in front of it, in the first line, I'll put define, that is def, and say I'll put HSBC braces and okay, HSBC 2 braces and color. Laterwards, you need to select all this code and press tab so that you are indenting. So all this code is related to this definition. Now I'll copy everything. I'll go back here. You can keep it there also, no problem, but I'm just pasting it here. Now this code is in the same Python. Now I'll copy this HSBC here, paste it. Now delete it, Control I, run this command. Boom, we got one HSBC building. Okay, one more. Okay, so you can create n number of buttons, right? So it's working. Now we have created a basic window with some logos and a button, as well as we have created a definition of a particular object and linked that as a command to this button. So we'll wrap it up, this lesson, with a small addition to it. One is, let's take my window. I just want up to here. I don't want to stretch like this and all stuff. So I can go back to here. I'll change it to some 225. Run this command. Okay. Now, comma, I'll add one more thing called sizeable is false. Okay, now I can't scale it. This normal window, I can't scale it. Okay, you can do a lot of stuff. Let's say if you don't want to minimize it, maximize it, you got all these commands here. You can go here, window, minimize button is MNB, just put MNB, false, MXB, false. So you can work on all these options. Okay, that's good. Now we got this code, it's working. So we have created a building, right? And finally, I created a shelf, separate shelf here. You can click here, new shelf, and add a name so that you can create a new shelf. And select all this code with a middle mouse button. You can drag it, or you can go to File, Save Script to Shelf, and I'll put as building G. It's saved. But if I move my mouse cursor, can you see? Just 1 second. I'll close this thing. It's done. So much code. I don't want to see all these things. So you can just go to here, right click, edit, go to shelves. In tooltip, remove everything, and I'll name this building G. Okay, now just a building G. If I click, I'll get this window. I can create a building with a button. So we'll recapture all the stuff what we did. We created a window, we added an image to it, we created a button, we created a definition of a series of code so that we can link that as a command to this button. Okay, great. So hope you enjoyed this lesson. I'll see you in the next series where we'll be extending it more, adding more details to it, how to add like integer field editors and all the stuff, so controlling the height, controlling other features. Thank you and see you.